I propose we make a toast to everything that we need to see.
Joey Snacks.
Cheer, you already know what it is.
We got Confidential in here. We have Esso.
Yeah.
So that was Don't Stop right there.
Don't Stop. So
and it was, your ears were being confused. Yes, he did sample. You didn't sample this. It's a remake of Off the Wall.
It's a remake, yeah. Like every song was reproduced. It's not like we just tried to find the instrumentals for each song. One of my producers, Woody produced. I gave him the whole album and was just like, yo, see what you come up with. So he started sending me the tracks back. It would be like 2, 3 at a time. And I would just start writing to him. Like the whole process of putting it together was like April to June. It took like 2 months, 3 or 4 weeks with him just producing, maybe like 2 weeks of me writing, and then 3 weeks of recording.
So were you skeptical when you were trying to do this?
Nah.
Not at all?
Not at all.
I'm going to say you have balls to do it, son. I would have even tried to remix Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, and it's hard enough to try and do anything related to Mike because his music has touched so many different people in so many different ways. But it was like, to me, it was the perfect intermediate project between the EP and the album. Like I had a plan from the very beginning. It was a 3-project plan. The Lifestyles of the Young and Ignorant EP, which came out in May.
Yes.
Off the Wall, which came out in August, and then the album, which will be coming out next year. So what I wanted to do was show the EP is more like traditional New York music.
Okay.
Off the Wall is now me kind of like showing you that this same dude that just made this project thinks a little bit differently musically.
Okay.
You know, and then when you go and like, as I was doing research on the Off the Wall album before we started recording and everything, I realized that Off the Wall was actually like the transitional album in Mike's career.
Yeah, I was watching the movie the other day.
This is the first album that he had that came out on Epic, which was the end of his Motown days. You know what I'm saying? So this is the album that set up Thriller. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like when you think about it as an actual project beyond the music, this is what set up Michael Jackson, the worldwide icon.
So do you feel that your next project is going to be something as big as Thriller?
That's the goal. You know, I mean, it's hard to say as big as Thriller. I mean, that's the greatest selling album of all time. We're not even in a climate right now, industry-wise, where you can come out and say, I'm going to drop the greatest selling album of all time. Because who's doing that? You know, Thriller sold, like, what was it, like 1 million copies a week for 30 weeks?
You did your research.
Something crazy.
Yeah, I think it had to. That had to be an album that went diamond.
Yeah.
Even though it's like rare that people go diamond.
It was like, I think it was somewhere over 14 million total.
So let's get to the question. How did you feel when Michael Jackson? How did you feel that would affect your project? Did you feel?
I was like, I was confused. I was like hurt, because a part of me thought that Mike would somehow or another come across what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it was somebody random or someone close to him who may have had their hands on the pulse of what's going on in new music, just be like, yo, you gotta see what this little kid from Harlem did with Off the Wall. You know? But unfortunately, I never had that opportunity. So
let's take this again. When did you finish this?
I finished the last.
Because you know a lot of people, they're hard. The last
mix was done June 13th.
Yeah, Mike died.
Mike died June 25th.
June 25th.
I played the whole project for XXL on June 23rd. I was in the office on Tuesday, June 23rd, with Rob Markman, the music editor at XXL, and I played him the whole thing. 2 days later, we were on a video set. And then you just get the news, and it was just like, it was crazy. Like, I was so lost. Like, you can ask Olivia, my publicist. We were on like 8-person conference calls for like hours.
Was that true?
Yeah, like it was bad. I'm talking like from my manager to my publicist to like my marketing people. Like, we was just like, yo, what do we do? Like, because at first we were in panic and was like, yo, maybe we should just put this out immediately to show that it was done. But then we were like, nah, because that won't allow us to put the setup in that we had been planning. You know, like if we would have done that, Don't Stop the video would have been done way later. It wouldn't have been done before the project came out.
So what was like the whole process of doing the Don't Stop video? Because I see it's very colorful.
Yeah.
I see you in your Jordans and your suit.
I mean, the whole idea of it was like, we wanted to pay homage to the original.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the original Don't Stop Till You Get Enough video is one of the first ever green screen videos back in 1979. Yes. Before the technology had even really been mastered. Yeah. So it's like, we wanted to do a green screen video with elements of the original. So you see in the first verse I have on the suit with the bow tie and all that. You know,
Jordans.
Like, yeah, we did that Raging Bull pack for that. So, and then like, you know, and then you see like there's certain parts where there's 3 of me. That's in the original video. Mm-hmm. Even the color schemes in the background are all parts of the original video. Like one of my favorite parts of it is in the very beginning. You see when I take the hat off and throw it, and the starburst comes from the very back. If you look at the original video, that's exactly what happens in the first 15 seconds of it.
Even with the cover, like I see you, like it's the same thing except just the Jordan. That's the only thing that changed. Okay, so what's the next song you want to play now?
You want to do Pole Class.
I love Pole Class.
So we can do Pole Class, man.
Yo, when I'm in the strip club next time, that's what I expect to hear.
Yo,
I'm going to make it rain with like quarters. Pole Class?
Yeah, let's do Pole Class. I enjoy that record.
Say it's a favorite workout. She be in the pole class every day. No, you can't.